So let's take a look how to use this vintage presentation template for DaVinci Resolve. So once you download this template, you should get this zip file. Now just unzip the zip file and you will get this folder over here. Now if you open up this folder, you will find these subfolders over here. Now keep in mind, this is the vintage presentation.dra file. So you need to install this .dra file in DaVinci Resolve. But before that, I will recommend you to install the font. If you don't install the font, without installing it, if you install the template, then there might be some issue with the text. So I will recommend you to install the font first, then install the template, and later if you want to change the font, you can do it inside this DaVinci Resolve. So that's very easy. You can copy this individual link into your browser, download and install it. There is 2 different fonts. You can download and install it. And then let's see how to install this .dra file in DaVinci Resolve. So for that, open up DaVinci Resolve. Make sure it's version 17 or above. Below version will not work. And then just go to this home section. Make sure you're in this home section over here, and right click on any of these blank spaces and click restore project archive. Don't click on this import project, that will not work. You need to click on this restore project archive. And once you do that, you will navigate to your downloaded folder, open up that and select the .dra file over here. Just select it and click open. Once you do that, it will prompt you with a new name. I'm just gonna call it test and hit OK, and it will import the entire project over here with the name. Just double click on that and it will be opened up in the timeline. Now this template has 10 different scenes over here, as you can see, and they all transition in and they all lay on top of each other. At the end there is a title design, as you can see. One more thing before I start show you the process of editing. Sometimes your comp view will not display over here. So by default, if it's something like that, as you can see, by default, if there is no comp view over here, make sure to click from here. So once you click on that, now you can see this comp name over here. So make sure you can see that. That will be very much useful if you want to open up any image placeholders. Let's suppose you want to change any image placeholders. So if you double click on any image placeholders, they will open up side by side so that you can switch between them. Okay. That will be very much useful. If it's turned off by default, make sure to turn on and make sure you can see this name, composition name over here. Okay, now let's see how to edit this template. Now if you just hover over any scene, you will see a overlay information over here that will indicate which scene you are on right now and which image placeholder it contains. So as you can see, the scene 3 contains the image 4, 5, 6, so that you can go and open up easily the 4, 5, 6 from here and change these placeholders, and this image will be changed. So that is very useful information over here. And if this information is not displaying over here, make sure to go from here and click on this show marker overlays. If I just go to the next, this is the scene 6 and it contains the image 10 and 11. So you get the idea. Now let's see how to edit them. So I'm just going to edit this scene 1. It has the image 1. So I'm just going to go and double click on this image 1 composition. It will be opened up over here, and now I'm just going to drag and drop my image. You can use videos as well, but using video will not look good with this template. It will also increase the render time. So I will recommend you to use images. So I'm just going to create a new bin in my master called demo images, and you can drag and drop your medias over here. Okay, so in my demo image I have imported some images. Now I'm just going to drag and drop my image over here. So I'm just going to delete the demo image from here and down drag and drop the actual images that I have imported, and I'm just gonna, from this inspector, I'm just gonna zoom this up like so. If I just go back, it will be updated in a moment. Sometimes you can see that update, it's not happening over here. Even if I scroll the mouse, as you can see, it still holds the previous image. That's because of the cache. As you can see, there is a blue line in the timeline. It's already cached the previous template over here. That's why it's not showing you the update. So you can just go over here, playback, and delete render cache and click on this all. Once you do that, it will reset the cache and it will show you in a moment, just like so. Now you can just go to the next scene. You can change the 2 or 3. Let's open up number 2 over here, and I'm just gonna drag and drop another image. Like so. If I go back, it will be updated. So you get the idea. In the same step, you can edit all of these placeholders, and the entire template will be ready for edit. And for the text, it's very easy. Just hover over the scene that you want to edit the text and select the scene and come over here to this inspector tab. Here you can change all of these settings. So let's talk about this for a moment. So I'm just gonna hide the overlay marker for now. And at the first you will find this text and shape position, text and paper shape position, which is this one. If you change this, the entire text and shape will be changed. As you can see, I'm just gonna make this 1.5, and you can also control the scale, as you can see. And here you can change the text, and for the text you can change the font from here. So if you want to use another font, you can choose from here, and you can change the font color, size, tracking, light spacing, etc. You can also change the text position from here. Don't click undo here. If you click undo, that will not work. In this inspector tab, undo don't work. So I will recommend you to use manual typing over here to reset the work. And next you will find this text paper color. So just keep in mind with the star marks. So whenever there is star marks, that means that's a new control. So that's the text paper color. So here you can change the text paper color. So let's make it yellow. You will see this paper color will change. Okay, so I'm just gonna undo that. Okay, and you can change the position of the paper, and later you will find this additional text over here. So you can type your description and they will change, and you can change the font, you can change the center position and size, etc. And same for the next text. And at the end you will find this elements color. So if you change that, this elements stamp color will change, and bottom you will find this background color. So if you change that, background image color will change. And this kind of setting has in all of these scenes. As you can see, I am in this, which scene it is, which is the scene 4. So I can change this one over here. I can change the text, I can change this paper color. You can change the paper size over here from X and Y. Sometimes you have a longer text, so for that you can control this X and Y, and everything is same. So that's it for this editing. And let's suppose you don't need that much of scene, so you can delete some of the scene from the inside, or you can swap any scenes like that. Okay, so you can do whatever you want in the timeline, and then you can start rendering. And let's see how to export this. Now before exporting, make sure to delete all your render cache. Just go over here and again delete all your render cache. Once you do that, it will reset all of your editing, and you can just go to this deliver button. Now we can render this out. Now before rendering, make sure to set the out point properly, and then just go to here, name your file, choose your destination folder, choose the format you want, add to render queue. It says to give a new name. I'm just going to call it test, add to render queue, and now you can start render. I hope this video helped. If you need any other support, feel free to contact me. I will be happy to answer.